I am here to investigate the disappearance of a young girl. Where is Rowan Morrison?
If Rowan Morrison existed, we would know.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the episode number 6 of Cult Classic Sundays, the series where every Sunday I watch a cult classic movie and talk about it with you guys. And after getting your votes in the community poll, this week I watched The Wicker Man from 1973. The movie was directed by Robin Hardy, written by Anthony Shaffer, and stars Edward Woodward, Christopher Lee, Britt Ekland, and Diane Clinton in the lead roles. And this movie tells the story of Sergeant Niall Howe, a deeply religious police officer who travels to the remote Scottish island of Somers to investigate the disappearance of a young girl. But as he starts investigating, he discovers that this island's residents practice strange pagan ritual, and the deeper he goes into the mystery, the more disturbing things become. Now, before I talk about my thoughts on the movie, let's talk about a bit about this movie's history, because this film has a really fascinating story behind it. First of all, The Wicker Man is considered one of the most influential folk horror film ever made. In fact, many people believe that without this movie, modern films like Midsommar wouldn't even exist. The production of this film was pretty troubled. The movie faced financial problems during filming, and after it was completed, distributors heavily cut the movie without the filmmakers' approval. Even worse, many of original negatives were either lost or destroyed, which made restoring this film incredibly difficult for decades. And because of that, there are actually multiple versions of The Wicker Man. There's the theatrical cut, which is around 87 minutes long, the director's cut, which is around 99 minutes long, and later Robin Hardy's final cut. And honestly, I was very confused when I first started looking for this movie, because the first version I found, it was only 50 minutes long. So immediately I thought, okay, something is definitely wrong here. Then I searched online and found another version which was 1 hour 33 minutes long, and that's the version I ended up watching for this review. And also, many of you might know that The Wicker Man was remade in 2006 starring Nicolas Cage. The remake changed a lot of things from the original, moved the story to America, and received mostly negative reviews. But over the years, it has become famous for some unintentionally hilarious moment, especially the iconic Not the Bee scene, which I came around recently after watching Spider Noir. And before we begin, I just want to say one thing. In India, The Wicker Man is available on Amazon Prime. I don't know about other countries, but when I went to watch it on Amazon Prime, I found out that this movie was only available on rent. And honestly, that's the one thing about Prime Video that really annoys me. I mean, I have already paid you for the subscription, and after that you are still asking for me to pay extra money to just watch a movie. But anyway, enough about that. Let's finally talk about The Wicker Man. So let's first talk about the things that I really enjoyed in this movie, and after that we will talk about what in my opinion could have been better. First of all, I really enjoyed the perspective of Sergeant Niall Howe, who he is deeply devoted Christian, and watching him arrive on the island filled with pagan rituals and strange tradition was incredibly entertaining. You can literally see him getting mentally disturbed and increasingly uncomfortable as the movie progresses. And honestly, watching his reaction was surprisingly funny. And to watch him completely alone on an island where everyone is doing bizarre things and he is questioning absolute everything. Whether it's the strange things being taught in the school, the rituals in the graveyards, people having sex in the graveyards, women are sitting on the grave naked. It was really weird, and the reaction of Sergeant Face, it was priceless. Now, if we talk about the suspense aspect of the movie, I thought it was decent. It wasn't something mind-blowing for me personally, because I have watched a lot of mystery and thriller movies over the years. But at the same time, I completely understand the era where this movie comes from. Back in 1973, this movie must have been absolutely shocking, and that's probably why so many people still talk about it, and so many people say that The Wicker Man was way ahead of its time. Another thing that I absolutely loved about this movie was the music. Honestly, while watching this film, I felt like I was watching a Bollywood musical movie, because there was literally a song every few minutes. But what made these songs fascinating was that the lyrics were just as strange and unsettling as the people singing them. The song helped create the bizarre atmosphere, and once again, Sergeant Howie's reaction made everything even better. The entire island is clearly hiding something, everyone is lying to him, and in a way, they are psychologically torturing him without even physically hurting him, especially the innkeeper's daughter Willow. She was easily one of the weirdest characters in the whole movie. Every time she appeared on the screen, she deliberately tried to make Howie uncomfortable. and that famous Willow song sequence. It was weird, it was funny. It was the scene where Willow sings a song right next to the room of Howie, and she was naked, and the lyrics of that song, it was creepy. It was really funny to watch the reaction of Howie because he was uncomfortable, and honestly that scene perfectly showed how committed he was to his faith. And because of that, I actually saw the ending coming quite earlier. I knew there was probably no missing girl. I knew someone was going to be sacrificed, and I immediately suspected that it would be Howie because he is a virgin, he is deeply religious. So I pretty much knew that the entire town was luring him into a trap from the very beginning. And of course, that's exactly what happened in the end. Even though I knew where the story was heading, I was still hoping that somehow Howie would survive and escape the island. But unfortunately, he didn't. And honestly, I found that really interesting because in most movies, the good person eventually wins. But here, the good man loses and evil triumphs. And because of that, that ending really stayed with me. Another thing that really helped this movie was its runtime. The movie is short, crisp, and tightly paced. In my opinion, if it had been 15 to 20 minutes longer, it might have started to feel a little bit boring. For me, that's what makes The Wicker Man special. It's horror, it's creepy, it's dark, but at the same time, it is also surprisingly funny. Now let's talk about the one thing that, in my opinion, could have been better. Based on what I heard about this movie and what I got from the synopsis of this movie, I expected it to be a much darker and more disturbing and a lot creepier. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm not saying that the movie is bad. Not at all. I still enjoyed it. I just personally expected something more disturbing and intense. Maybe if the film had leaned even more into the horror elements and taken itself a little more seriously, it could have been more effective for me. But that's my personal opinion, which I made after watching a lots of disturbing and dark movies. And when I think about when this movie came out, it would have been a much darker experience for those guys who watched it when it came out than what my experience about this movie is. Overall, I enjoyed The Wicker Man. The performance were excellent, the music was memorable, and the atmosphere was really creepy and funny too. And the movie managed to be creepy, funny, and unsettling all the same time. So for me, The Wicker Man gets a solid 7 out of 10. But these are just my thoughts. If you have seen The Wicker Man, especially if you are one of the people who recommended me to watch it, let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. And if you remember the first time you watched this movie, I would love to hear about your experience because I am really curious to know how this film affected other people. So guys, that's all in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.